Broken finger. Are you kidding me? 4 weeks? We finally get the news O'Reilly gets successful surgery today. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. And 4 weeks isn't the end of the world, but oh my God. Can we please catch a break? Like one of these days? Any day?
It was really bad timing because I had just recorded the Believers yesterday, and minutes after I had posted the episode, the news had come out, and I'm like, God damn it.
Of course. That's always what happens in the podcast world. So, I mean, obviously, good things happen tonight. Leafs win. And I just want to, before we start the show, I just want to say one thing. On the last episode, I had this huge tangent about how Matthews doesn't have to score 3 goals in a game. He only needs to score the important ones. And I'm sorry, but...
You called it.
Look what happens. This is exactly what we need. So I'm
fine.
joined tonight by a special guest, Mikey D. Hello.
Oh, thanks for having me back. You guys are a bunch of beauties, don't you know?
Appreciate having you here. And this actually came at your suggestion. The topic tonight is superstitions.
It's a stupid superstition.
So we're English. We asked you all to send us your pre-game superstitions and whether that's for watching the game or playing. So we're going to go through all those tonight. It's going to be a fun time. Strap in. Let's go.
Hi, this is Mike Ross, public address announcer for your Toronto Maple Leafs, and this is the Leafs Late Night Podcast, your post-game destination. And now, your starting lineup. Roscoe, the Fanalist, Southey, Beaner, and Darty Brodeur on the Leafs Late Night Podcast.
All right, we're back, and we've got a win to talk about. It's fantastic. Flipping the script, almost scoring 2 shorthanded goals after letting 2 of them in. Scoring 1, that's a good thing. Looking like a different team, even though they're depleted. Unfortunately, we're going to call it under the weather, I guess, for now, with JT. And like I mentioned earlier, O'Reilly is now out with a broken finger for 4 weeks. Welcome back to Leafs Late Night, presented by Inside the Rink, where it's never too late for the Leafs. Let's do it.
Also, William Nylander was playing heartbroken against Edmonton last week. So, like, let's give him let's give him a hockey hug.
Great big Swedish hug for William Nylander.
Yeah. Oh my God, guys. Coming into tonight, like, what do you expect, really? Last game, there was garbage and jerseys and shit all over the ice out of like a blowout of a game, and the refs called that one completely. And tonight, man, the big bad New Jersey Devils, they have Timo Meier. They are doing so well. I'm so glad we came back and stuck with our record. Sammy 5-1-1 against the Devils. Leafs, beat them? What did they say? The last... I don't even know, 8 of 9 against the Devils. So why are we so scared?
I mean, usually they make the Devils look a little silly, and it's kind of a blowout game. This was a close one. I got to give it to them. But man,
this one felt like a playoff game.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
And before we get into the game, they mentioned on the U.S. broadcast, because blackouts, the New Jersey Devils. It's not their next week, but I think it's in middle of March coming up here. They play the Tampa Bay Lightning 3 times in 4 games over 5 days. So they play Tampa back to back, then they play the Panthers, then they play Tampa again between like Tuesday and Sunday or something.
Oof. What?
That is insane.
I
don't think those 2 teams play enough.
Yeah. Right. And I saw a comment saying, I think from one of our Penn's affiliate writers there from Inside the Rink, they have a similar schedule. They face, who was it?
It was the Rangers.
The Rangers.
Yeah.
Same thing, 3 times within a week and a half or whatever it is. Like, wow.
Just to shout out, you had that flipped. It was our Rangers writer saying they're facing Pittsburgh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Shout out to Mark Panzer. So the other thing, I think it was Scott in our Discord who mentioned, and it was the Devils could help the Leafs out here in securing home ice. So if they can take advantage of Tampa being on a bit of a skid, I mean, I think they won today, but make them a little bit of a challenge. It might be nice.
What was the final? Because, yeah, they were playing today, and I'm curious to see if they continued their losing skid there.
I think they
5-2.
5-2, over the
Against
Flyers.
Philly.
Oh,
Yeah, and Carolina went to shootout against the Habs 4-3. I was watching the score of that game because, they've been on fire the last 2 games after the trade deadline, and I picked up the Ghost in fantasy, hoping that he would pan out tonight, but I don't think so. I think he's a minus.
Yeah, what I'm interested, just being here in Ottawa, in is that the Sens are making a push for that wild card spot. Chikrin's been immediately effective for them. They're making a push for it. I like it. The town's getting excited. Everybody was talking about it at work.
Their last couple of games, they've won by multiple goals. It's crazy what's happening in Ottawa.
Love to see it. They could
Battle
be
of
facing
Ontario.
Boston.
Oh, Battle of Ontario! Imagine though, man, that would be epic. An Eastern Conference final.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Into the game, right off the bat, Leafs, slow start, to say the least. Sammy, though, standing on his head in the first minute of the game, making 2 fantastic saves back-to-back. Twitter erupts. And, he just is right back on track. He had a couple rough games. They give him the night off, let Murray come in, and then Sammy's right back on again. And this is exactly what you need when both goalies are healthy, is just flip them out whenever one's not feeling it.
Kyle Dubas said he trusted his goalies, and look at that.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people were surprised today that Murray didn't get the start, but you want to keep him fresh. And do you give Murray the next game after a loss? Maybe. But honestly, I liked Sammy in net tonight. I have more faith in him at this point in the season. Maybe more practice time with Murray being healthy this week will be more beneficial. But tonight against the Devils, it was Sammy's net. And I'm so glad because wow, what a first period to keep them in the game. The Devils pretty much controlled that period, and it could have easily been 4-0 for them at one point.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I was watching the American broadcast, so there's no shot counter because apparently they just don't care about that. I don't know. I remember this wasn't always a thing. It was added fairly, not super recently, within the last 10 or 15 years, though. But yeah, the American broadcast don't usually have a shot counter. So I know the Devils were having him in, but what was the count at the end of the first there?
15-5 for the
Ouch.
Devils.
Clearly
Yeah.
didn't have their coffee.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, the Leafs would break out and enter the zone, but they couldn't get off that second, third pass to actually get the shot off or the play to get going. It seems like any little mistake, the Devils were on it. They turned the puck over, and the Leafs were on their heels. They were chasing. And, I got to applaud the opening minute there, the first shift. Nylander with a nice chance. Matthews entering the zone. Marner to Kerfoot. It was Kerfoot. Sorry. Got to give it to him. But this has been a back and forth game. Nice. Seeing a little graphic there off Mikey D's phone.
Yeah.
Look out, Sportsnet.
And we talked about this. The Leafs haven't been overly fast, but they rely on winning a ton of faceoffs to be able to always be in control of the puck. Not having O'Reilly and Tavares, that's a huge hit to your faceoffs. I know Matthews is good, but it falls off pretty quick after that. Kampf is good, but you're getting the same depth. So, that's obviously reflected in how much possession the Devils got. And they're a young, fast team, right? So people adjusting their new spots in the lineup. Alex Kerfoot on the first line.
I like it. He looked good in the last game. He had a shot that I actually thought went in, and I felt he looked good in this game as well. At first, going into the last game, I even said it yesterday on the Believers. I'm like, Keith, I like you, but what are you doing, buddy? Don't do this. and I'm eating crow. So yeah, he didn't get a goal, but because it looks like he's it feels like, if the puck, if they get a little bit more puck luck, maybe it'll go in for him. And I want to keep Kerfoot on the first line with how good he's looked.
Yeah, look, the idea isn't that he's the best fit there. The idea is to get him some production so that he finds his game again. And I don't remember the exact quote, but it was kind of a double-edged thing where Bunting needed to kind of take a hit on the third line, and Kerfoot just needed to get a goal just to find himself again. So, I think it worked out. Bunting played really well with Kampf, picking up a goal there. And, I don't love Kerfoot on the first line, but I don't think it's awful given the circumstance they're in. It's just, I hope he gets one so he can get back to normal Alex Kerfoot.
The monkey off his back.
Because, I know last year people were still, not super high on him, but his point production was a lot better last year than it is this year.
I think tonight they said he's over 30 shots now without a goal. He definitely can't cash one in at this point in time, but it shows when they cycle and such. I totally agree with Mike Johnson on the broadcast there that the offense, it hurts a little because you can tell he's not as supportive to what Matthews and Marner would like to have. But that's what they need in Bunting as well. They need to get his jump back and for him to fight for the pucks and win these battles, which clearly wasn't happening recently. So totally agree. Kerfoot for now, it works.
So if you had to put somebody else out there, because I know a lot of people are commenting on this and don't agree with Keefe, and this is what's really starting to turn everybody's favor with him, which I don't really agree with, because I think there's a lot of revisionist history going on where people are like, oh, he's never made good decisions and he's not the right coach for this team. It's like they have their best record in franchise history for 2 straight years. So let's give the guy a little bit of credit, maybe. I know he's got a good team, but like we talk about, it's not easy to coach superstars either. So where did I start with this again?
Kerfoot on this first line is definitely different. Also,
who are you putting there instead?
Do you rotate Camp or Bunting and Kerfoot, right? Or do you maybe give another look to someone who earned their spot? Maybe do you want to break up this bottom 6 though? I think Achari is permanent on that first or fourth line. Who else do you really have to play with here? You have Lafferty, who's already moved up to the second line in that center role. Do you split Holmberg and Steves, where they play on the first line with the Marlies, so they're used to playing with one another? And then there's Kampf, Achari, and Czar. There's not many options anymore, especially with Engvall no longer with the team.
That's a good point. Yarncroke, can't he play on the left?
He could. I'm sure. I think he's all 3 position
eligibility.
Aw, miss you,
All
Chad.
right, it's one of my favorite memes to use.
No, I know. I miss the draft and our draft noises. But
yeah, I think if it makes the most sense to put Kerfoot there, just given the circumstance, right? You got 2 of your big guys out. It's just, and you are trying to send a message to Bunting. I get it. The only other one I would maybe throw in is Yarncroke, but I agree that they have to give Kerfoot something. He's got to find it. They're heading into the playoffs. It's not as much we're past the deadline and heading into playoffs. This is the time for him to find it, or I don't know what we do with you.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at our call-ups, right? Steves tonight and Holmberg. Holmberg, I don't know if he was more positively impactful than negatively just because of the bad penalties tonight. There was a big block in the first, a couple big blocks. Some ended up in, Palat's face is all chopped up after that. But
yeah, that's not going to look great when it heals.
Steves, on the other hand, I thought he was so physical and he fought for those battles, and you might as well call these guys up. Since they got back down with the Marlies February 13th, Steves has 5 points in 9 games, Holberg 4 points in 7 games. You might as well bring these top guys in who's been there, done that with the Leafs, and bring them some jump. And I appreciated that from the bottom 6 tonight.
Yeah, Steve's right out of the gate just absolutely ran Siegenthaler against the boards. That was awesome.
Fun fact, too, the Marlies have been running 11 forward and a 7D lineup lately.
Well, yeah, they've also had a couple of their guys moved, haven't they? And
yeah.
and Anderson, and basically everybody we traded besides Sandine and Engvall were Marlies. So I think they're a little shorthanded right now.
Yeah. But gotta say, I'm so glad the Leafs could kill off this 4-minute penalty. I mean, starting the second period or the third period, especially coming off a second where was it tied up at that point, right? And oh my God, it could have went downhill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to let you guys take the second because my washing machine flooded. So there's a bit of a background to this. So don't get guinea pigs. Just don't. They're cute. They're
Get a
cute.
dog.
They
What
eat a
happened to
lot.
Mitch in Austin?
They're totally fine. Don't worry.
Did you wash them in the?
No. I mean, Emmeline washed enough fur in a blanket to make a couple guinea pigs, though, because they shed like crazy. And as much as you shake these blankets out, this happens every time. It's insane. Like, they shed so much.
I didn't
So
realize
like
they
Alaska.
shed.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know either, but you don't even see it until you go to clean it out, and it's just everywhere. Like, next time, literally have to like get one of those pet vacuums and do. It's insane.
Then you're gonna suck up the guinea pig.
No, like take the thing out and vacuum it out before putting it in the washing machine, because basically what happened was it clogged up, the water wouldn't drain, and I opened a thing in the bottom and it just went all over the
That
floor in
sounds
the
like
kitchen.
something out of a comedy movie.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing for the second period, was trying to fix the friggin' washing machine and clean it.
You know, Leafs end the first period on the power play, start the second to finish this power play in 39 seconds left. Twitter was pretty angry because it was pretty much just passing along the perimeter. No shots really at the end of the first, just 55 seconds of passing and missing. Then opening up the second, you know, nothing happens. There's one shot total and there's no goal on the board. So it's even, and, you know, there's no doubt yet. But Yarncroke comes through. Did you see the goal, Johnny? I guess you missed that goal.
No, I saw the replay of it though.
Excuse
It was
me.
beautiful.
Yeah, way to get the second line going. I mean, I believe it was Hall with a long stretch pass up to Lafferty, who speeds up the neutral ice back to Nylander, who backhand feeds this puck through 4 Devils just watching the Willy show. And Yarncroke is right in front of the net, ready to tap it home. Wide open net, because everyone's star-eyed watching this Willy show.
So
I think it
Hall
was
sent
from
that one, and Hall also sent the pass down to Camp to the oh my gosh, the last goal there.
The Bunting goal.
Yeah, Bunting.
Man.
I think it was from at Life of a D-Man. He tweeted after the Yarncroke goal, Sam Lafferty, and it was a gift from Superbad, and it was Seth Rogen. That's the fastest kid alive.
Yeah,
I mean, the guy looked like
through.
he used this power boost.
Yeah, seriously. So nice to see that speed, you know, especially on the second line. And they were saying, Mike Johnson was saying that Nylander is kind of getting the shit end of the stick here, playing with 2 random people. He's not used to playing in this lineup, and he's still making it work. Like, I didn't think the second line really looked down tonight. And
Not at all.
Yarncroke, Lafferty, man, we see this center depth coming through. I mean, Lafferty's 52.4 on the dot.
That's pretty good.
In general, but tonight he was 50%. Okay. Yeah. So
Nylander's a one-man show this year. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter who he's with. Like, when he's got the puck, he's just been so good. Like, just absolutely evolved into a different player this year. Last year, it was like, turn the puck over. I'm not. Yeah, that kid in that picture.
Yeah.
Was
Who is
like,
that?
I'm not going to get it. He was very JT Miller-esque.
Speaking of Nylander, I'm jumping a little ahead, but in the third period, did you see the Manlander chop right out of Marino's hands? Just breaks his stick like it was nothing at all.
That was insane.
I'm like, wow, that's a weak twig, or this guy is just hit the sweet spot, super strong there.
He's found
But-
another gear.
Yeah.
So I did come in for like the last 3 minutes of the second period, which was enough to see that Holmberg obviously whacked Palat in the face with his stick. It wasn't on purpose, but that was greasy. But
Yeah.
the refs missed it. The ones who saw it, or the one who saw it, was one of the linesmen who called them over, and they reviewed it. Like, I get that this is how things are supposed to go in a perfect scenario. This happens maybe 1 out of 25 to 30 times. Like, I'm not frustrated that everything worked properly. I'm frustrated that it never does any other time. Like, it's just, we're gonna do it properly this time. Okay, cool. Mark it down. Tuesday, March 7th, they properly executed the rule book.
We'll do our jobs properly.
But they didn't even completely properly do it, because as Mike the Fanatic pointed out, the play was offside to begin with. So this linesman who was so studious that they caught this high sticking call, they missed the offside. It never should have happened in the first place. So it's just a ridiculous series of events that to obviously every Leaf fan was frustrating, because we never get these kinds of reviews.
Yeah.
Specifically Zach Aston Reese.
Palat's face is simply fucked, to put it simple. And it was totally unnecessary. This shouldn't have happened to begin with. It should have been blown down, like you said. And, you know, it's unfortunate as well with the refs, because this Hall goal, Czar lets up on the play thinking that it's an offside call. So, you know, a player beats him to the puck and it turns the other way. Like, it just went to shit. And
real quick on Palat, not to get too graphic, but it definitely looks like they had to just, you can skip 15 seconds if you don't want to hear this. It definitely looks like they had to pull his teeth out of his lip.
Ooh.
Like it looks like from the inside, the where it was swelled up. Yeah, it definitely looks like they had to. Yeah.
Yank her out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There was another play too where I don't know if you caught this in the second period, Mikey. Bunting stick goes flying straight up into the air because Dougie Hamilton just lifts it right up, and he jumps like a child trying to reach his stick, but it just oh my god, it almost hit the freaking screens. I was like, oh, it was funny to see, and there was no call, and they thought maybe it would be an interference call because it wasn't just a simple slash. Like, he whipped it like 10 feet up in the air.
What about when the Leafs were trying to kill that 4-minute power play? And
which one?
Wasn't it just the 1-4?
Yeah.
No, I swear they were on multiple, going into the third period.
Yeah. It started at the end of the second, and then 3:32 to open the third. Luckily, statistically speaking, starting a power play to open the period usually sucks for the team. And we were right in this part. Leafs dominated on the PK.
But towards the end of it, just because you mentioned Bunting's stick getting slashed out, Yarncroke's, he had to go chase that. So it was they had about, 5 seconds of a 5-on-3 while Yarncroke had to go get his stick back because it's just chopped out of his hand. It's like, what? Come on.
Yeah, and I saw Chris Hurley tweet about a chop at Czar. I think he got high sticked in the face. I completely missed it, but he said the difference between the two plays, Czar wasn't on the ground, crying like a little baby, but then afterwards I saw his face, Palat, and I was like, oh, okay, I would try and go home.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Toronto ending the second period, they're catching up on the shot counter, 24-19 to end the second in total. Toronto 14 shots, actually playing completely differently from the first period. Like, it looks like a real 50-50 battle. Leafs are kind of controlling the play. And yeah, the third, wow, lots going on.
Yeah, third. So, sorry, take it away for a second. I just have to deal with a quick work thingy. Give me
no worries. Leafs kill off this PK, strong PK, and then immediately afterwards, the Devils go back on the power play because Nylander, aka Manlander, does his hi-ya chop right out of his hands, breaks the stick, and we're like,
That's out of character for Nylander because, like, the man is so chill, and to see him do something like that, it's like, whoa, buddy. Like, he was asked earlier this season, like, oh, do you know how many goals you have? And he's like, no, I don't know how many goals I have. I just know I have a lot of goals. So to see him do something like that, it's like, whoa, buddy, where the hell did that come from?
yeah, seriously. And where the hell did Mitchie Marner come from? Because honestly, in times like this against top tier teams, this is exactly when you want the power kill to come through. Because just in the nick of time, when you think things might be going downhill, nope, Mitch Marner comes back sweeping through shorthanded, baby. Third of the year, league leading, I believe, or tied with someone else. 7th of his career. So nice.
It's nice that Mitch Marner is a Toronto Maple Leaf.
So nice. We're so fortunate. Man.
Never said
Mitchie
a
Marner.
bad thing about him.
Yeah. And Achari, I have to mention.
We definitely didn't say anything about Mitch Marner in the first, I don't know, 2 weeks of the season when everything was in
nothing
shambles.
bad. Never.
No, I never, ever, ever did.
Yeah. And kudos to our PKers, though. Achari coming up huge on the PK, and, McCabe tonight just with major blocks. And right after that, we're celebrating. I'm not even finishing my freaking tweet. And of course, Palat scores. So the transition of messages in our Discord is like, woo, yeah, Mitch Marner. And then it goes, fuck.
It was like that on Twitter, too.
Yeah,
Marner,
3
and then
seconds
fuck.
left. Yeah, even Achari was like, what the fuck? It kind of seemed like Hall and Achari were along the boards and kind of gave up on the play, thinking Hall had his man, or I don't know what happened there. Mercer wins the board battle, feeds Palat, and okay, we'll give it to him. His face is all kinds of fucked up, okay? And your favorite player is Mercer, Mikey D. I know that, so...
My newfie boy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I think happened. Is Palat had just come back from the dressing room and was all like, I don't know if they did on the US broadcast, they sat looking at him on the camera for like 30 seconds. They're just like, yeah, here it is. Looks
Was it
pretty
blurred
gruesome.
out?
Oh no. They were just like,
No, it was an
looking at his
extended
face
look
on
at Mercer.
It was extended Palat's face there. Yeah, just like
Oh, Palat. No, I seen there was an extended look at Mercer on the bench, like near the end of the second.
oh maybe, yeah, but when Palat got whacked, when he came back to the bench, they just sat on him. Just, yep, there it is. There's the injury. Have a good look at it. And I'm like, holy, like just a close up on his face for a while. Looking at how gruesome it was, he definitely came up. Sammy looked up and was like, oh my God. And was thrown off. That's my fun theory.
Yeah. Palat, or what am I saying? Palat. Absolutely on fire. 3 minutes later, feeding Eric Holla. Yeah, and it's no longer an even score. This is when, third goal on 7 shots against Sammy at this point in the game. Of course, it's highlighted across the board for us Leaf fans to be in more pain. And obviously, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, where is this going? You know what I mean? But we came through. We came back.
Through.
Michael Bunting.
Michael Bunting burying it on almost a wide open net there. You love to see when you take advantage of those because nothing hurts more than getting that perfect pass to the wide open net and you just can't get the stick down on it. But Bunting manages to do it with his new line mate, David Kampf. And I have to say, it came off a stretch pass from Justin Hall again, who might not have had an awesome defensive game, but his offensive upside, he's been pretty good with these stretch passes this year. He's patient, reads the play. When he's got the puck, he's not bad.
Nice.
I think that's where I've landed with Justin Hall. Justin Hall with the puck, I like. Justin Hall without the puck, I don't always like.
Yeah. But Michael Bunting, 20th of the year, guys. Kudos to Bunting, like, being this...
Hopefully
He's
this
really
is
started...
the start
Diamond
of a
in
new
the
streak
desert.
for him.
Yeah. Hopefully, right? Hopefully,
But not
this
too
guy-
much, because we do have to re-sign him.
Yeah.
Be good, but not that
Like,
good.
give me, like I said, you just score when it's important. Like, right now, I'm just like, win games, but like, the guys that are already signed can score all the goals. Let everybody else have like a, let's get a Nathan McKinnon signing in here, where we can like steal somebody for way less than they're worth because they had a bad year, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're like 7 minutes left in the period, and then Michael Bunting ties it up, 5 minutes left, and then Timo Meyer just randomly thinks it's okay to chop someone in the face with a stick, literally.
Okay. To be fair, the puck was
vertically.
up in the air, and he was looking up at it, and he had his stick up, and Kerfoot was looking up at it, and he kind of jumped into it, and he didn't see Meyer's stick. This is what I saw, at least. Was Kerfoot was looking up at it, Meyer was looking up at it, and they just kind of collided. But Kerfoot collided with Meyer's stick, so that's high sticking in the NHL.
Now imagine that to the Benny
High
Hill
sticking.
theme.
So you know what? We'll take it. I'll take a power play off that. It's silly, but it's, you got to be in control of your stick if you're going to go waving it around like that, Meyer.
Yeah, and the second opportunity all night long, the first opportunity kind of a fail, and coming through Austin Matthews after a whole night of complaints on Twitter. Man, quick shot in the slot, Marner to Nylander entering the zone. Nylander feeds Matthews. Oh my God, 29 on the year, guys. Like, he's not, like, it's not like he's not scoring. Like, he's still gonna have over 30 goals to end this year.
He scored 2 against Seattle. He looks fine. Despite everyone saying he looks off, no, he's fine. He's been through colder streaks than this. He's going to be okay.
We're all going to be okay. It's a win against a team that matters instead of a loss against a team that doesn't. That's how I'm looking at this.
Lafferty
Who cares about Vancouver?
Right?
Vancouver doesn't care about Vancouver. They take coaches out of town every other month.
Yeah. But Lafferty, first point as a Leaf tonight. So kudos to him playing on the second line, getting that apple. And, the center depth was good. The worst person tonight was actually Austin Matthews, 41%. Achari was perfect on the dot. We had Camp at 71, Holmberg 75, Lafferty 50%.
Okay, well, then I take back my comment about not controlling the face-off, because that's my walk it back. I'm going to walk back my comment about they didn't control the puck because they lost face-offs. Because, unless they were bad at them in the first period and I didn't notice.
That deserve to win-o-meter is showing what, Mikey? What's the numerics on there?
So it's showing, I thought this was hilarious, that it's showing the Devils should have won 71.1%, and the Leafs are at 29%.
Ooh.
20th comeback win of the year, baby!
Let's
Take
go.
that meter and shove it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should get into some superstitions, because that's what we're all here to talk about, right?
Oh, yeah. So
let me pull up.
It was funny because I brought it up yesterday on the Beliefers. I was going through the league standings because I'm like, all right, let's see where the Leafs are at. They're 4th overall. Let's take a breather. We're okay. And I see we're at 80 or 63 games. I'm like, holy shit, the playoffs are coming up. My hockey superstition is coming up, to which I posted about it on Twitter after with 2 images of me from 2020. Now, for me, my hockey superstition has been a thing since 2016 when the Leafs drafted Austin Matthews 1st overall. Before the regular season begins, I get a full beard cut and haircut. And I let my flow grow until the regular season ends and just before the playoffs begin. In 2020, the end of the world happened, and I basically looked like Grizzly fucking Adams. I genuinely hope whoever's taking in this episode, I hope you're watching the video because I'm animated tonight. So
he looks like he comes to your school to tell you about how not to start forest fires.
So that's from just before the bubble exhibition games had begun. And this is the after.
Who is that?
There was one time I went to one barber. Like, I go to different barbers every time. There was one barber, I cannot recall who it was, but he's like, yo, you should have robbed a bank before doing this.
Yeah, I saw those pics today and you completely punked me. I thought you'd made the cut. And I was like, damn, I wouldn't have recognized you on the street if I were to see you.
Two different people. So
Yeah.
if anything, my superstition has been altered this year, which I feel it might be a good thing for the Leafs. Because going into this season, because I went through a move and finances were hard. So I'm like, okay. And also I couldn't find a barber. So I just gave myself a beard cut and the beard's come back. It's beautiful. But now going into this playoffs, I'm not cutting my gorgeous flow. But I am shaving off the beard. I am curious to see what kind of Grizzly Adams I look like come the end of the playoffs after the Leafs get their names etched in the cup. Believe it. But yeah, that's my superstition.
You might be Cousin It from Adam's Family.
I seriously don't think even my hairy picture there is hairy enough for that.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I mean, close,
But,
maybe close.
Yeah. No, a lot of people do that, with the playoff beards and I don't know, different little things. We had a ton of people respond today with their superstitions, whether they are hockey players or fans, from pumping up to get ready to celebrate the game, watch the game, to, I don't know, things during playing a game. Got a wide variety of responses, and yeah,
Let's
thanks,
go
guys.
through them.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
what do we got? What's everyone do?
So first up comes from Alex at Alex McNeil. Have to wear the Military Appreciation Marner jersey. Yeah, they lose sometimes in it, but every other jersey they lose automatically if I wear it. So you know what? You win some, you lose some. That's a good way to go. If they always lose, don't wear it. So that really the superstition isn't necessarily wearing the Marner jersey. It's that all the other ones are bad luck. Is that a good way to put it? Because it's not like they're always winning when you wear that one. It's just they're not always losing.
If they lose less in it, then wear that one more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next up comes from Fun Guy, Southpaw Cal, friend of the show. Hoard my coffee breaks until 4 p.m. so I can watch puck drop. I love this one. Zero
Vancouverite?
productivity at 3:30 for pregame and warm-ups. That's so good.
Love that. Yeah.
I love that.
I feel many
Any
people
job
are in
where
your
you-
boat. Sorry.
Any job where you can just like bank your coffee breaks. I got to use them
That's sweet.
back to back here so I can watch some of the first period. I love it.
Yeah. Love that. But speaking of clothing, I had Rick at Padre0409 say simply they always wear blue on game day. And I believe that's what Leafs Nation does, right? Some sort of blue clothing, article of clothing or anything, right?
What isn't blue?
What isn't blue? I feel like I'm always wearing some sort of Leaf thing, or my car has Leaf things. Like I have the gloves hanging from the rear view mirror, and I don't know, just little decals and stuff. But
What's funny is I wear so much Leafs gear that at the start of the pandemic, where I work at, my boss was like, because I got the Toronto Maple Leaf mask, so it's got like a little Leaf sticker on it. He was like, I'm actually surprised you like got something with a Leaf logo on. He would have been more surprised if it didn't have a Leaf logo on it.
nice.
So for me today, I had the new Leafs Yeti that I got, my Leafs Late Night Yeti,
Nice.
with my water bottle that I have like a blue Contigo that I stuck one of my fun stickers from. Oh my gosh, I need to find who it is because I haven't shouted them out in a while. I have a bunch of their art, and I feel like an ass for not remembering their name right now.
It'll come back.
It'll come back. And then I've got Leaf boxers on. I was like, damn, I'm not wearing anything today. Oh, I'm wearing my Leaf. I have one pair of Leaf boxers, and I'm wearing them today. And everything else is gray. So I was like, I'm not wearing blue today. But that was it. It was hidden.
Nice.
Next one up.
Yep.
Or you got something else?
I have a couple, but go ahead.
Okay. Next one up is from CJ at Coaching CJ. Different sport, but when I played football, it was always the same song before the game, same food. One time I injured my wrist and we won 8 games in a row, so I kept my wrist tape on all season long. I think this is like the most common one for people that play is routines, right? Like if you do the same thing before the game, you always do the same thing before the game. And obviously people playing are more serious about their superstitions and their routines than people just watching. I don't find myself really like doing too much on game days. Like sometimes I do if we're like all getting into it, if I'm going out or something, but like, just passive things like my bottle.
Well, I believe Southey has mentioned many times before on this pod what he does, or maybe in our group chat, where he has to fold his jersey a specific way and tap the crest or something and lace the skin. I don't know, like a whole routine before watching a game and before playing. And I know Bean sent us a very descriptive paragraph, which we'll share in a little bit, about what he does, but it's these in-game things that get me. Like one guy, for example, responded, "Thank you, TO Sports Forever," says, saying the SH word before any goals is scored against you. I'm assuming shorthand, right? That's interesting to note. And then, for example, Curtis.
Shutout, you mean?
Wouldn't that be SHO and then SH shorthanded?
I mean, an SH word is shutout that you're not trying to say. I don't think anyone tries to not say shorthanded.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I'm so used to fantasy terms that I'm like, I was double guessing myself.
Nobody uses the terms that a company that barely survived the 90s that's somehow running fantasy sports runs by.
Yeah, fuck you, Yahoo.
Bunch of hosers.
Curtis at Entiro Blue says, "I know it's weird, but I never skated over the blue lines when I went to the goal." I don't think that's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's a
something different,
more common than not thing. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, like step on a crack, break your mother's back sort of thing.
That's a saying I haven't heard in many lifetimes.
Right. And also, thank you, Mike Ross, PA announcer for the Leafs, who also recorded our intro, said that when he walks past the large photo of Pat Burns with the Jack Adams trophy on the 6th floor of the Scotiabank Arena behind the suites en route to the gondola, I always double tap it as a way of saying hello to Pat. I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. I love that.
It's wholesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you take one more? I just got to finish something up and then I'm back to mine.
So many people had superstitions and, some people don't, and that's completely okay. You don't have to believe in superstitions whatsoever. Our friend Marty, Run It Back Forever at TML Fan and Van, says, "No, I cannot control the outcome regardless of what physics or string theory science says." And then he linked a Forbes article that was written by Egan Siegel, who has a PhD in astrophysics and is an author. And it was this whole study experiment. And thank you, Marty. If anyone wants the good read, I love that meme, Mikey.
That point was for the Marty shout out, because it's not a Leafs late night episode without a Marty shout out.
Yes, exactly.
Hi, Marty.
And it's very interesting. This professor goes on to do an experiment to prove that how observing the universe can change the outcome. Dun, dun, dun.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so different for everyone. I don't really have a superstition if we're talking personally. I didn't grow up playing hockey, so I can't really relate there, but even I feel like every time I'm at the game they lose.
Oh no.
So maybe I should just stay home from the games.
I mean, if they win more when you're watching at home, then do more of that.
Right? I don't know. It's so weird. I feel like I bring bad luck going, or I'll do something weird and be like, "Oh, it's my fault," or "I said this," or
You got to find something where it's like it'll bring you good karma, and then that good karma will come up when the Leafs play.
yeah. Or if I'm too cocky, right? I'm like, "Oh, Leafs, Matthews is so great," and then the other team scores immediately after I finish my sentence.
And that is karma.
Yes. So.
Okay, so I'm going to pull one back up from here. Next one is from Tony Jenkins at Boney Stankins. Love it.
Love
Clean
Great
pajama
name.
pants, 6-pack of beer, dirty jersey, and wife and kids out of the room. I think you meant players. I stand by my statement, joking about wife and kids.
Oh my God. I love that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I feel like that's a lot of people in their man cave, drinking beer, doing whatever you love to do, and watching the game in your favorite
Another
underwear.
beer.
So
Pulling a Curtis from Alberta.
I this is where I record, but until recently, it wasn't where I watched the game. But now that Hogwarts Legacy has overtaken my house, I do surrender the TV so that I'll watch the game in here. It's also easier to stream from my laptop than the reason I was always frustrated with trying to stream it is because I'm doing it from like the browser on my smart TV, which is extra frustrating because you have to use the stupid remote, and it's like, ugh. So this is much better.
Yeah. No keyboard?
Yeah, no keyboard. Okay,
Yeah.
next one here is from, what is this? At Steve Steele 23. Steve Steele 23. Optimism question mark in this day and age? Yeah, that's
Always.
handles
Always
are funny
believe.
on Twitter.
Always.
Always hold on to hope. That's something good will
Always.
happen. For me, I'm an eternal optimist. That's why I'm like when you come to the Believers, it's like the most optimistic, positive Leafs podcast you'll get to. And I just always hold on to hope.
I'm a ginger. I'm emotional. And I don't hold back. I'm a Cancer, too. It's super fun.
Oh.
So
Emotional damage.
I'm going to give
optimism
you
in
a
this
hockey
day and
hug,
age.
buddy.
I log onto Twitter to check the temperature. Is it plan the parade, or is it we're in hell because Kerfoot/Half have moved up in our lineup? I laugh hysterically, then watch the game and sleep peacefully because I don't care until game 1 against Tampa. You win. Because honestly,
routine.
that is, I hate how predictable it's become, but that's it. It's either, holy shit, we're the best. Look how bad our old teams were. I did this. Look how bad this team was compared to what we got now. This is crazy. Then everybody gets hurt, and it's like, oh my God, Hall's the worst. Let's trade Morgan Riley. It's like, yeah.
I do gotta say, though, the injuries were Leafy, predictable, down 2 centers. We're supposed to be gelling right now. But tonight's game could have been predictable. 7 minutes left in the third. Devils 1 up in the game. Leafs need to tie it and hopefully push it to OT, which I thought maybe that would happen. But nuh-uh, son. We got those 2 goals really quickly and changed that narrative against one of the best teams in the league. So, suck on that.
Austin Matthews remembered he was Austin Matthews and scored a beauty.
Yes.
All right, next one's from Pragaria at Pragaria MD. Record the game and start watching after about 40-50 minutes to avoid commercials and intermission interviews. I get it, but I can't not watch sports live, especially when you're on Twitter and you get updates from 4 different apps and you're checking fantasy. It's like, I know what the score is. I can't anymore. The internet ruined that.
Yeah, my phone will immediately ruin it on every single app.
It's bad enough being 15 seconds behind on a stream where you look at it's like, oh, Bunting scored, and you look up and it's like, and there's Bunting's goal. It was tonight. It was actually good. Elliot Hall at Hall Elliot. I wait until my wife has gone to bed and sneak Suitable Leaf shirts downstairs, blue, white for home and away. Yeah, I know it's stupid. Get food and drink ready so that less likely to disturb her after midnight and later. Not waking her until... not waking her.
That's
is
another
vital.
wholesome one.
Yeah, I love that. Getting everything ready while your significant other is still awake and just collecting it all in a space and being like, I'm gonna be quiet except for when they score. Then this
Hope I don't wake the
out
kids,
window.
honey.
These fucking Leafs.
Next one comes from Nick from Inside the Rink, Pikmin's writer. At Nick ITR or at ITRNIKS. I used to wear a jersey on game day, but we ended up losing, so I stopped.
Oh no.
See, this goes back to our first one where it's like you could try something, but if it's not working, it becomes cursed, and you're like, I tried to have a superstition, and it became
It's a stupid superstition.
instead. So, Simon at Leaf Simon says, I have a Leafs voodoo shrine.
Ooh.
This is the most Leaf Nation thing possible. I'm sure it's... Well, I say that while I have Playmobil set up reenacting Nazem Kadri getting suspended for high-sticking a Boston Bruin, so I can't really talk. This is kind of a Leaf voodoo shrine right here behind me.
People were asking on Twitter tonight, who has the voodoo doll of Alex Kerfoot and Justin Hall? So maybe this guy.
No, I've got Sundin and Tavares and Matthews and
The other guy,
Nylander.
not you guy.
Oh, this guy.
That
Simon.
guy.
Wait, I got Tavares over there, and I got on my Leafs shelf Sundin, Nylander, Matthews, and I got a couple of Funkos, Matthews. I didn't know until recently there's a Nylander Funko, and he's got a mustache.
Ooh,
I've
cute.
seen there's been a Tavares one, but he's got the A on it. I want to wait until they release Tavares with a C on it.
Yeah, I have both of those actually. I have the Tavares with the A, and I have Nylander with the stash.
Beauty.
I love how there's different characters of Nylander. Like, you don't know if you're going to get the stash or the
number?
young Prince Willie or which
Yeah,
number.
which number? I have so many different Nylanders and different numbers. It's crazy. All right, last one that I have here on Twitter comes from the one and only Curtis from Alberta,
Ayo.
Leaf Guy 403. Who can guess what this one is? Everybody knows. Put on a bucket and some mitts and slam a beer. Because of
Fucking
course
beauty
he
bot,
does,
eh?
because he's Curtis from Alberta. We love it.
Yeah.
That's all of them on Twitter.
We did have one on Discord, actually.
Love it.
I believe it's from our friend Pickles. Thank you so much. She says, I don't change my outfit during games because I think it's bad luck. Like, oh, they're winning in these clothes. Better not change them. She's like, it doesn't have to be a jersey either. I'm like, oh, okay. Similar to what other people have said. And we also have Beaner. We have to say this one. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Our very own.
Beaner says that he usually...
This is
if
before
he's playing in
playing, I
net-
assume. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. If he's playing in net, his gear always goes on in the exact same way with no exceptions, down to the strap to being done up the exact same way every time. And some point I have to listen to Stranglehold by Ted Nugent before the game. I have to hit my stick on each post, then my glove. I used to be much worse, but I would recite a saying before each game. If I'm playing out, not too much, just have to get some speed in and one shot off of each of my goalie's pads and a couple jumps, minimal stretching. No stretching for Beaner. As a fan, typically just a shirt or jersey and my major league socks. And as for the saying, watch the movie The Grey with Liam Neeson. And I tried to Google which monologue this is. I don't know what the clip is. He has to share it with us later on, but... Damn, Peter. Wish you were here to go into some depth with your response. Oh my God.
Miss you, buddy.
All I can take away from that is that goalies are insane because his goalie one is like, if, I can't even. It's like the rider with the, no brown M&Ms. It's, it's every crazy.
They're a different breed of people.
List. Oh my, yeah. I don't
Fair.
get it, dude. That's crazy. It's like I'm playing out. Just warm up a little bit. I'm playing in net. I need to burn incense and do 4 circles this way and listen to the B side of Dark Side of the Moon. And
hell yeah, let's go.
Like, you fucking goalies,
We should play
man.
this song next time he comes on. Before he speaks.
I can't play Stranglehold on here. We're gonna fucking get
Wait,
taken down.
Speaking of music, I got a question to ask here. So Marty released a beautiful banger, the Passion. When is he releasing? Yeah. When is he releasing a hockey EP?
Ooh,
just entirely hockey music.
Yo, let's go. Let's go. I'm down. 5 songs
and everything,
or 6.
I mean, Boom Chick is pretty hockey all around.
Rattle the Glass.
He's like halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rattle the Glass. Little thing you can download on the next NHL game. That'd be sick. Like a pack of songs.
A little Spotify playlist.
We love that. Marty, come on.
Come on.
Do it.
Oh, let's go, bud.
Do it.
Oh man, guys, what do we have next though? Next game, Leafs.
Is this Saturday
Edmonton
for the watch party.
They don't play until Saturday.
I mean, this is good time for them to rest up and they got to be feeling like hot shit on Saturday.
I hope so. I can't lose
Big
to
bounce
Edmonton
back.
again, man.
Yeah, bounce back game for the Buds. Hyman returns to Toronto. Oh my God, Murray has been confirmed to start. Anyone who's in the GTA, come on down to the Bottom Line TO. Mikey and myself will be down there.
I'm sorry, they've
time.
confirmed Murray's playing, and it's Tuesday for Saturday.
Yes,
and there are games where we don't know. And what? That's insane.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Splitting up the starts.
I'm not complaining. Again, I'm not complaining about a good thing. I'm complaining about every other time that doesn't happen.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully Toronto can even up the season series and it'll be a good one.
Oh, the vibes will be lit for sure.
I mean, I hope JT's back. That's what I'm kind of fingers crossed for.
I think
I
he
hope
was
it's
only
not a
supposed to be
conky.
out for this one game with an illness.
Yeah, but with an illness after he took 2 massive shots to the head. So
Oof.
I just hope it's not like, he's sick while we evaluate how bad this concussion is.
His direct quote from today said, obviously physical game the other night for myself and felt good completing the game and the rest of the evening, but woke up Sunday morning feeling a little tired and just not like myself.
And that is a concussion, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens.
Fuck.
Don't will that into the universe.
I'm not willing it into the universe.
Don't
If you say
say
that, you're going to will it into the universe.
it.
You know what you should will into the universe?
But that's
the Leafs doing the thing.
symptoms of a concussion, guys. Come on. I'm just saying. I'm not wishing for it. That's the symptom.
Yeah.
I hope it's not, but that's what it sounds like.
Well, our grade A medical staff will be there and get his butt off the ice. If anything, any signs, maybe it's good. Saturday is kind of far away from now, just to monitor how he's feeling throughout the week and getting some skates in between. And yeah, it'll be good.
The boys will be ready.
Hopefully.
The boys will be ready.
Hopefully. You had questions. Let's do questions.
Oh, yes.
we
Wasn't
go.
sure if we'll have some time for that.
Yeah, we got a bit.
Mike at Mike the Fanatic says, who are you willing to toss overboard to sign Nylander to an extension? Ooh.
Shit, I gotta choose.
Hard. What are you thinking, Mikey?
I don't know. I love
Michael
all
Bunting.
of them. Like, That's a hard one. That's a Kyle Dubas problem. And also, I have a great meme for this, actually. Everyone's worried about money issues and all that. No. The Leafs are the rich bitch. We're going to be fine, guys. We're going to be absolutely fine. For the listeners, I'm showing a Homer Simpson meme, and it's the Leaf logo over his head, and his T-shirt says "Rich Bitch." The Leafs will be fine.
Yeah, buddy.
The Leafs will be fine.
I think if you're going to cut re-signing somebody, I would say I would re-sign Nylander over, like, giving Bunting $4.5 million or $5.5 million. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to have him stuck at some Kerfoot-like contract that we're going to hate in a couple of years if he has like a down year. Like, they're going to pay him for the years that he's been here where he's been as productive as he has. If he slips by like 10 or 15 points, it's going to be the Kerfoot treatment where it's like, oh my God, we're paying this guy. Like, it's the middle of the pack. It's the movable contract. It's not league min, and it's not the top end. It's the person that you're going to look at and say, that's what's eating up our salary. And I don't want Bunting to become that. We can find somebody else that's on league min. We've got Steves and all these guys that can come up. I don't think it's necessary to keep him to a crazy middle deal like that when you can re-sign Nylander, who's really shown that he's a complete player this year and has been an offensive and defensive threat.
Kid's a stud.
That's my pitch.
Yeah, and if you look at the roster now, right, we have way too many D. So obviously, I don't think we're going to be keeping both Luke Shin and Eric Gustafsson. They're both unrestricted free agents after this year.
That's where Dubas puts a league min contract on the table and says, there's one of these.
Take it or leave it.
It's
Justin
like the
Hall
Joker. It's like the Joker when he breaks the pool cue in half and goes, we're going to have tryouts. And it's Dubas just coming out, and he looks at Gustafsson and Shen, and he's like, you want to stick around on the team? We're going to have tryouts. There's a league min contract. I'm going to put it right here on the table and see whose name is on it when I come back.
Nice. I don't think Zach Aston Reese stays. He's also an unrestricted free agent after this season. Engvall was clearly going to walk, in my opinion, so that was a great move. Get rid of him, get the third. Too bad it wasn't a second, but whatever.
Yeah, that was the only thing I was held up on. I'm like, really, only a third? Because, like,
right?
Especially if you get a first for Sandin, it's like he's that much less valuable. Like, I feel like a second for Engvall.
Oh, I'm really going to miss Sandy.
At least a second. Well, at least a second for the draft noise. Like, come on, like at least a second for his long neck and everything. Engvall, guys, like it comes with the publicity thing as well. Okay.
And I think if you're bringing in somebody to put on the first line, like the Islanders did right away, like even if it's like if you're bringing a top 6 player in, I think the ask should be at least a second. Like a third to me is like a middle 6 forward. But if you're going top 6 with Engvall, which it seems like the Islanders want to do it, and I guess maybe just with injuries that are going on, but like that to me says second. I don't know. I think we might have lost on around there.
Wait,
they beat the Sabres tonight.
What was his stats from his Islanders?
Hey, Islanders with scoring is dangerous. Yeah, how's Engvall doing with them so far?
I don't think he's registered a point yet, actually.
No, well, that sucks.
Unfortunately, let me see real quick.
I'm gonna book it now.
Don't think so.
Engvall's getting a goal against the Leafs because I swear the Islanders play the Leafs like later this month or maybe early in April. I'm booking it now that Engvall's getting a goal, and Roscoe, you got to bring back the sound for that episode if he scores.
I will have to. The only time I'm going to get to do it is when he scores on the Leafs.
So next question, Burgo at BergG98 says, do you think that they win a series with Hall playing 20 minutes a game? Also, if they're going to use lack of experience for Lily as to why he was scratched, how is he supposed to gain experience in the press box?
I think the thing with Lily, I know they said it was like a lack of experience, but I think what it really means is that all the other guys have the experience and they want to put them together to make sure that they all click. Like, they know Liljegren fits with a couple of these guys, but you just brought in a bunch of new defensemen. And, if anyone gets hurt, they're going to jump in. So you got to see what you got. Like, I get it. It's right after the deadline. You want to see what you just brought in. We brought in Gustafsson and Shen and McCabe.
Brought in a whole new team.
You want to make sure that in any scenario, like, you have a solid lineup, right? Like, look at tonight with the forwards. You would never know when you could lose both, Riley and Brody again. Like, we were in a crazy situation with defense all year. So I think it's best to know what you have. And I just hope that in the long run, it doesn't turn into, a lasting thing where Liljegren seems to be, it becomes like a free Liljegren thing.
It's kind of weird because they changed the narrative to like seem at first, Lily got banged up the first night he was scratched. So, okay, take a seat, let the new boys have some ice time. But then after the second game, Keefe comes out with, the comments about the depth on the D now and how he's kind of suggesting he's getting pushed down. I don't know. I feel like Lily has to be playing top 4 minutes, at least be in the lineup every single night.
I get it, but the difference is heading into the playoffs. It's the experience, right? Like, Liljegren's still really young. And
it is his second full year. You're right.
Gustafsson's been there before with Washington multiple times. Like, Shen's been there. He's won. There's a lot of experience that you want to have in there.
Out of the
and you've brought in McCabe to have a pretty big
out of
role.
the remaining games.
So I think it's just about making that happen.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you, buddy. Out of the remaining games left, how many games would you want to see Lily be a part in?
How many are left? Like 18?
Not many.
Tonight was game 64. So
18.
Yeah.
Good guess.
How many left? Man, like with the Ryan O'Reilly thing, he's only going to get 9, it seems, after being reactivated 10 games. Lily, though, it's hard because they're always juggling D partners. So I feel like more the better just to gel with everyone. It seems like every game it's a different set of partners. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's really just going to rotate depending on the team they're playing against. You'd probably see, I guess, Shen come out. Like, who do you take out, though, of that 6?
I think the 7th will be rotating between Timmins, Gus, and Shen. But
then
it's
that
hard.
And like really, it's Riley, McCabe, Gio, Brody, Hull, and then who's your 6th? And then it's like you have 5 names to pick from. Like, it's just, I don't really care how many games Liljegren plays in the next 16 because I know he's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to lose it. Like, that's not a long enough stretch if he plays like, half of those to get off his game. Him and Gio work really well together. So I don't know. I think they'll be fine. It's just going to depend on who's healthy by the time they get to the playoffs.
Hopefully everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
We know we have Tampa, and we know that they're going to be bullies, right?
Actually, just real quick, I hope that somebody is injured going into the first game, because if everyone's healthy, somebody's getting hurt in the first game. We can't go into the playoffs with everyone healthy. That is bad juju.
Fair.
Just
let it be Tampa.
It's nice to have the options.
So
yeah.
Tampa
Bay
team,
Brokens.
Hard hitting. And the less they have the puck, the more they're going to be hitting. This 4th line is danger. Now they have Jeannot on the 3rd line. Man, I'm so happy to have Shin now, and we have the option of Simmons and Achari, like all of these names who are leaders in hits. We just have to outplay them, I think. My worry, though, is this bruiser attitude and picking up more penalties than needed. Like, we don't need Jake McCabe sitting in the box for 17 minutes.
Oh, no.
We don't need shit like that's going on, especially if the Leafs are going to decide running a 11 forward and 7 D lineup. Because what if friggin' Czar starts fighting and gets the 17-minute penalty, and then now we're down to 10 forwards. Like, you just have to be careful and smart about things. Like, don't let tempers fly. And it kind of works out for Bunting right now too, right? Bunting is not under the radar for these purposes, and it was to the point where the commentators almost every game was like, oh, he's trying it again. Oh, he's trying to do this. And it was microscopic to a point, and he literally had to lay low and stop that, right? Now look at him. Now he's back on the fourth, third line, and totally different style of gameplay, right?
I think the biggest thing with Tampa is going to be not falling into their play. Like, I mean, Perry and is it Belmar? No.
Belmar and
Maroon, yeah. So just falling into getting bullied and retaliating is, I think, Tampa's strategy that works well against the Leafs. Is like, you push them around, because the Leafs, they've brought in guys that can hit, but it's like you talked about. Just don't take stupid penalties, because they're starting to piss you off. And I hope the Leafs just, do what they tried to do against Vancouver in the first period there the other night, where it's just, let them chase you around and tire them out instead of, immediately jumping back. But I mean, when they needed to, they answered all of it. Like, the defenseman came to the defense.
They did their job.
Yeah. So as long as that happens and you don't see, Matthews getting into something with somebody, or like, I don't want to see fucking Gio getting in a fight or something. Like, some of these new guys really have to step up. We'll definitely see it from Shen. So I don't know. I like what I'm going to see from this team. It's just health, man. That's the
for
big
the
question
best.
mark. Next question.
Believe for
We're
the
running out
best.
of time.
Last question kind of ties into what we were talking about. It is, where are you? Sorry, I lost my page.
I thought we got a couple of
one sec
questions since we started recording.
Michael Aldred at hockey_Rocky14. Why the fuck does Keith favor Hall over Lily, Shin, etc.? So, simply put, Hall is a forever Leaf, in my opinion. I don't think you can't count Hall out, honestly. Like, he's one of the most reliable PKers.
Management
at the
adores
moment.
him.
He's the third pair boss man. Like, he should only be on the third pair, right? But he's being overplayed. It's nice to see, McCabe stepping up tonight, especially with the huge blocks, ending the period, just keeping the game solid and not taking stupid penalties. Only 2 tonight for the Leafs, and yeah, that was all over the place, but you can't count Hall out, simply put.
Prague Aria sent about 5 questions in here, so I'm going to pick one of them. It's the one that has been brought up a lot. Morgan Riley at left wing. Why not? Why not? Because
Marner on defense was fun. Let's try this.
Marner on defense is a situational thing, but like, okay, here's how you try it out. Say the Leafs line up on a power play. Well, currently you've got O'Reilly and Tavares hurt. You throw like Gustafsson and Liljegren, I don't know, on like the second pair or something, with like Riley at left wing, and I don't know, like do something stupid on your second power play to like try him out on the wing. But like any other opportunity, I'm not doing that. Or like put him on the wing with somebody in overtime or something in the regular season, when the extra point isn't going to make the difference against Tampa. Like, here, fuck it, Willie and Riley with
Say if
Brody.
Riley gets like a 3-point
Riley
night,
just
would
plays
you want to
wing.
keep him on the wing after that?
If he gets a 3-point night, it's because he's in a better spot to feed the guys for passes. But like, I don't know, it's going to depend on how they play defensively. I think this is a ridiculous situation. Like, I don't think it's the only times this has ever happened is like Brent Burns and Byfuglien, like in, the modern era. I can't think of another one.
I immediately thought of Byfuglien.
I know it's happened in the past, but this is a different game we're talking about. Guys are actually working out and not taking smoke
It's not
breaks.
the 50s.
I don't count that shit. I'm not saying it. Yeah, some guy could play net one night. It's like, yeah, because it's a step above beer league. I'm not trying to discredit any players of the past. I'm saying like the drastic differences between some of them. Anyway, yeah,
Hey, you know what? The Leafs won.
Yeah.
He's not a winger. I don't think he's. Look, he's so far into his career. Like, if he was 21 and we're like, maybe there's an opportunity to develop a two-sided play here, but like the guy's been a defenseman for 10 years with the Leafs. I don't see it happening now. Like, it's something that I always wanted with Thomas Caberlet, but it never happened. So
it's never going to happen.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, we outie. We'll be back Saturday. Back-to-back episodes. Remember to catch up on our last one. It was fun. We talked about ice cream and chips and.
That's always fun.
Anytime the Leafs have a stupid loss,
I'll usually send you guys like fun questions after a loss.
Completely
it's like
unrelated.
after a loss, just laugh it off.
Yeah, you and Chris are great for that.
Love you guys.
Yeah, and we didn't cover one. Did you want to do it quickly?
Which one?
Favorite kind of Coke?
Coke cherry.
Oh,
Coke
yeah.
Vanilla. Fuck yeah.
Cherry
all the way. I have given vanilla chances. Don't get me wrong. That is just not my cup of tea. I've tried the two of them together, the cherry vanilla. I just can't. When I go to Wendy's and they have that freestyle, like multiple fucking flavors, lemon and lime.
Yeah, buddy.
Fucking chef's kiss.
You can't go wrong with lemon or lime flavors in a soda pop. But
with those mixes, I do the Sprite with like Fruitopia. It's good.
Nice. I'm a light pop liker. I don't like the dark pops, but I will if I'm drinking dark pop, it's because I'm drinking spiced rum. I love spiced rum in Coke or whatever. I'm Pepsi more so. That's a vanilla-y flavor, right? So I honestly haven't had vanilla Coke or cherry Coke since I was probably like 15.
They brought it back.
It's been so long. Yeah, or maybe even younger. Then you see it at Wonderland where you can construct your own and there's like 100 different flavors, right? Out of this huge machine.
I'm sorry, Steph. You saying dark and light pops as though it's fucking liquor is my favorite thing I've heard this entire podcast. As though there's like two different kinds of there's like there aren't. There's not.
Yes. There's dark pop and light pop. Very different.
Okay, what is on the light pop side besides Sprite and ginger ale? And don't say 7 Up.
Mountain Dew, 7 Up, of course. Yeah.
Those are basically lemon, lime, and ginger. So you like lemon, lime.
Okay. You can get different flavors for light pops. Like, if you
name one that's not lemon lime.
White crazy. I don't know. Okay, I just not a fan of the dark pop. Okay.
Okay. Do you put like grape soda and cream soda and like orange?
No.
Like Crush. Are those dark pops?
Coke, root beer, that kind of shit.
Dr. Pepper.
That's good.
Dr. Pepper, yeah.
Those are the good ones, man.
No, and if my teeth feel like they're rotting and gonna fall out of my mouth.
You look like a hockey player.
I don't like it. Trying to fix these babies.
I mean, it's funny. I tweeted this out once, and it's like, you're getting old when you ask somebody if they want to like share a can of pop, because
Not gonna finish it.
Definitely can't like drink a whole one the way that I used to.
I always do that. Whenever we get if we eat out, we always get one combo, share the pop and fries.
Right? That is being like in your late 20s.
Yeah. I can't finish it anymore. No.
Yeah, it's different metabolism now. I used to, when those mini cans came out, you can get the 6-pack of they're like the slim cans.
Oh,
like,
the fun pack.
Now I'm like, oh, those are for me.
For like triple the price.
Yeah, I know. It's like
third of the amount.
Why is this more expensive for smaller cans? Well, there's more can and less drink, so you pay the can.
Yeah.
Stupid.
To be fair, I only drink pop when I'm like eating pizza or wings or like greasy food.
McDonald's.
I never drink pop otherwise. Like just casually drinking pop. I don't know. I just don't crave it. But I like beer.
I saw that McDonald's chemically engineered the Sprite machines to like so I think it was like a TikTok, but somebody who it's like uncovered fast food secrets, and they apparently had somebody like a molecular taste scientist person, I don't know what the term is, develop the perfect combination and structure of the Sprite for their machines, that it would make the fries and everything taste better, and like the Sprite tastes better because of the salt in the fries and everything. So it's like the Sprite at McDonald's is different than like the Sprite you can get anywhere else, because they made it themselves.
Half water, half pop. I actually like McDonald's Sprite.
So what all those memes are like, the McDonald's you get at home, when it's like we have McDonald's at home. Yeah, it's not the same.
Also
Sprite.
a bummer when the McFlurry machine is out. Come on, guys, got those fixed already.
Ice cream machine. There was a whole documentary about it.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy. It's that the company that makes the ice cream machines is like, they've since day one been like hand in hand with McDonald's. And the company, just to sum this up really quick, because we have to get out of here. Basically, the company that makes the ice cream machines charges the franchises to do repairs on them. And the money basically just ends up going, like getting a kickback to McDonald's. So like McDonald's gets a kickback for this company just going out and sending like, an $800 bill to your local McDonald's for fixing their ice cream machine every like 3 weeks. So they purposely have made these ones that break themselves. I don't care if this shit gets their fucking taken up. And so this all came out because a guy came up with it was like a little USB drive that you could plug into the ice cream machine that would override all of the back end bullshit that was making it break on purpose. And everyone's were all of a sudden working fine and they weren't breaking down. And he got a cease and desist. And so that's what blew this whole thing open, is because they're like, oh, so you are purposely doing this, or else you wouldn't stop somebody who's making your machines work better.
It's like the 80s where floppy disk would always be like, it's the end of the fucking world.
End of the world, baby.
Last thought about pop just came to me. Johnny, I've seen you drink cans of club soda while filming this podcast, and what the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, you might as well drink tonic water as well. Like, what? Who does this? No one.
Tonic water has a taste and it's not good. Club soda is just carbonated water.
Yeah. Why?
Not a fan.
Nothing. It just tastes like static. It tastes like
your
static.
still water, you uncultured swine, while I drink sparkling.
With no flavor, just gas.
As though Canada Dry Club soda is somehow.
Wait, what do you guys
mineral
consider
water.
bubbly?
I do have a soda stream.
No, the bubbly or bubbly.
Bubbly.
No, the cherry one is good. The cherry
flavoring and bubbly.
That's like the only good one.
There's so many like really good flavored sparkling waters out there. We could do a ranking of these one day, but like bubbly's
horrible.
Bubbly tastes like Jolly Rancher flavoring dropped into a can of soda water.
It tastes like the flavor screaming from another province, and it's like, what? I can't taste or hear you because it's so fucking far from me, because literally it's nothing. It just tastes like shithole, but Johnny likes flavorless nothing, apparently.
I would rather drink flavorless club soda, or I put like lemon or something in it, than like a lime bubbly. Those things are fucking nasty, man. Like the lime ones are gross. It tastes like metal. Like it's not real lime flavored. It's like, why is this fake? Ugh. But on the other hand, I'm not going to name the brand because I kind of want them as a sponsor, but they have really expensive sparkling waters, but they're really good. But they're crazy expensive. It's stupid.
Oh. And I have a soda stream. I can make that shit at home.
I have one too, and
guys,
I find myself
what's
not
fun,
using
though?
it that much. I have like a bunch of mixes for them.
I won a coffee over tonight's Leafs win. My Devils buddy and I, we put a coffee bet on it, and we were messaging back and forth. We're like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. And coming out with the win.
Nice.
If the Devils had won, I would have gone him a large double-double, but the Leafs had won, so I can already taste that large double-double. I can already smell it.
Hell yeah. All right, we got to get out of here. I rambled about food and pop too long. You get me going about stuff, man.
I can go.
So check out Mikey on the Believers Pod. Where can they find it?
Basically, you turn a corner, you're going to see a reason to believe. I just recorded a new episode yesterday. I went on this whole 2-minute rant that it took me days to record because I was originally going to record on Friday with an old friend of mine, but we had thunder snow down here in Toronto, and it looked like the fucking apocalypse. That was
what the hell was
absurd.
that
I
about?
thought I was going to die. The power went out, and I lost that whole interview with them, so I didn't record Saturday. I'm trying to record every Saturday, but after that Leafs loss, I'm like, no, I got to go to sleep to wake up at unholy hours for work. So I was going to record Sunday after work. I was pretty fucking pumped to do it, but my internet was like, no, fuck you, buddy. I'm going to crash. So fuck you, buddy.
No, fuck you, buddy.
So
Not today, son.
So Monday Monday mid-afternoon, everything was fine. The internet was fine. Everything was hunky-dory, and I got it recorded. So there's a new Believers that came out yesterday or the other day, doing this with you bunch of beautiful people. Love you guys. And you can follow my shenanigans on Twitter and Instagram at MikeyD_392, and the Believers on Twitter and Instagram at BelieversPod. And yeah, don't stop believing.
Don't stop. No, I can't.
Weird Al's got to do that, or Marty.
I'm
giving him all the ideas.
Right your album for you.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Leafs Late Night, your night of post-game podcast. Available after every game on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, and more.
So this is a Austin Matthews